Alright, Shalom, Masharala, first and foremost, Kaha Yahbashim Yahushai. That's all praise, honor, and glory due to Yahbashim Yahushai. Yahweh is the Heavenly Father, and Yahushai is the Son who the world calls Jesus Christ, ignorantly. And double honors to the apostles and the elders of great Muslim that rule well, and peace and mercy to all you brothers that are doing this work, consistent in truth throughout the four corners of the earth, okay? Now, I'd like to read the book of Proverbs, the 5th chapter, and just kind of go into, a little bit about, the woman and how you got to watch, man, okay? Be careful. Okay, and not only that, but also talking about the different philosophies, man. Okay, because the scripture, the woman in the scripture is also known as the different philosophies, okay, that are out there, man. Because our people, they don't know, what is right and what is wrong because they've turned their backs, against the Lord Yahweh Shai. So the Lord took away wisdom. Therefore, our people don't know, what is the right way. Okay, so our people fall into these different doctrines, these different philosophies out there in the earth, and there's so many different doctrines. But the Lord tells us to watch out for these women, man. Okay, because they will, lead us into different ideologies out there, man. Okay, now this is the book of Proverbs, the 5th chapter, in the first verse. It says, "My son, attend unto my wisdom, and bow thine ear to my understanding." And what is that, man? That's the scriptures, man, because the Lord gave us the guideline of how to live our lives. Everything is in the scriptures, man. Okay, all the laws, everything that would happen, everything is in the scriptures, man. That we need, any judgment, whatever it is that we need, is all in the scriptures. So the Lord said, "Attend unto my wisdom and bow thine ears to my understanding." Okay, and it says, verse 2, "That thou mayest regard discretion, and that thy lips may keep knowledge." And that's how you're going to do it, man. By following the commandments of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. Okay, now let me read this real quick, just to back that up. It says right here, Proverbs chapter 4, verse 1, it says, "Hear, ye children, the instruction of a father, and attend to know understanding. For I give you good doctrine, forsake ye not my law." So that's the point right there, man. We have to, attend to understanding. The Lord gave us good doctrine, and we are not to forsake His law. And what would happen if we were to forsake the Lord Yahweh Shemashai's law? Jake today, man. 2/3 of our people is an example of what would happen if you forsake the laws of Yahweh Shemashai. And it says, "For I was." No, that was it. That was it on that point. But it says, "For I give you good doctrine, forsake ye not my law." Okay? Now going back and reading this, it says, Proverbs 5, verse 2, "That thou mayest regard discretion, and that thy lips may keep knowledge. For the lips of a strange woman drop as an honeycomb, and her mouth is smoother than oil." Okay, that's how they entice you, man. That's, with these different religions too, man. It sounds all good, and all of that stuff, but little do you know that that's a trap, man. Okay, like the scripture says, about our people, they hate man, they set traps, roughly paraphrasing, man. Okay, so it goes into telling you that don't fall for these traps, man, because the words that they bring out, it sounds all good and all of that, but the end thereof is the ways of death, man. Okay, because you will get judged according to what you're in, man, or who you decide to follow. Okay, now it says, "For the lips of a strange woman drop as an honeycomb, and her mouth is smoother than oil, but her end is bitter as wormwood, sharp as a two-edged sword." So that's the point right there, man. At first it all sounds good and all of that, but the end thereof is the ways of death, man. Okay? It says verse 5, "Her feet go down to death, her steps take hold on hell." Okay? And it says, verse 6, "Lest thou shouldest ponder the path of life, her ways are movable, that thou canst not know them." That's right, man. So you would have no idea what you have got yourself into, man. Because, the way, that woman would speak to you and all of that stuff, like the scripture says, it's, her mouth is smoother than oil, man. They're gonna come to you, and talk to you all nice and all of that shit, but the end thereof is, wickedness, man. Okay? And it says right here, verse 7, "Hear me now, therefore, O ye children, and depart not from the words of my mouth. Okay, so that goes into also, the Lord's sheep will hear his voice, man. Because there's a lot of temptation, and the voice of the Lord will come in your mind, and you're gonna walk away from that thing, man. Okay, because there's so many different wickedness out here. There's so many different temptations. Satan is always, attacking us. So Yahweh Shema Shai, if you're a part of the elect, he will keep you from all of these, temptations, and the different things, that will approach you. The Lord Yahweh Shema Shai is going to redeem you out of that, man. Okay, but it says, hear me now, therefore, O ye children, and depart not from the words of my mouth, because that's what's going to keep you away from that strange woman, man. Okay, these different philosophies and also, the woman of today, man. Because, they all look good and shit, but they're a bunch of wicked ass demons, man. Okay, and it says right here, verse 8, remove thy way far from her, and come not nigh the door of her house. So run away from her, man. Okay, lest thou give thine honor unto others, and thy years unto the cruel. Okay, let me read that again, verse 9. Lest thou give thine honor unto others, and thy years unto the cruel, lest strangers be filled with thy wealth, and thy laborers be in the house of a stranger, and thou mourn at the last, when thy flesh and thy body are consumed. That's right, man. You've pretty much given all of your pearls or whatever it is to that thing, and then therefore you're all drained out at the end, man. You come to find out that all the things that you did was all for nothing, man, and it's all gone towards wickedness, man. Okay, and it says, verse 12, and say, how have I hated instruction, and my heart despise reproof. That's right, man. You're gonna come to conclusion and be like, what the fuck did I just do, man? I just fucked up, man. But by then it'll be too late, man. That's why you have to keep and occupy yourself in the scriptures, in the words of Yahweh Shema Shai, because the scriptures are what's gonna keep us away from all of the temptations that are around us every single day, man. Okay, and it says, and say, how have I hated instruction, and my heart despised reproof, and have not obeyed the voice of my teachers, nor inclined my ear to them that instructed me. Okay, so you're gonna get at yourself, man, because you know that you should have done better, man. Okay, so you don't ever want to say, I wish I could have, man, or I wish I would have, because this is the point right here. It says, and say, how have I hated instruction, and my heart despised reproof, and have not obeyed the voice of my teachers, nor inclined my ear to them that instructed me. Because you have been warned in the beginning, man. Okay, so there's no I never knew. Okay, and it says, verse 14, I was almost in all evil in the midst of the congregation and assembly. That's right, man. And that was the point of that. But I just wanted to read that, just to show you that everything has been said, and everything has been told to us in the scriptures, man, on how to conduct ourselves, how to judge and everything, man. You don't ever want to say, I wish I knew, or I didn't know that, or whatever it is, man, because everything is in the scriptures, and in due time, if you don't know something, Yahweh Shema Shai will reveal it to you, man. So you just gotta learn how to be patient in this thing, man. Okay, but with that, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shema Shai. Double honors to the apostles and to great millstone, and peace and mercy to all you brothers, that are doing this work in sincerity and in truth, man. And with that, shalom, until next time, shalom.